Welcome to Turbocharged. Now, this is Saturday at Goodwood Festival of Speed. Now, Saturday is one of the biggest days here. We're going to see what's happening, see what's going on. But first, yesterday we didn't get a look at the Koenigsegg stand or the Koenigsegg tent. So that's going to be one of our priorities today, to try and look at Koenigsegg. And another thing, at the moment, we've got the cars on the big screen. So we're going to have a look at the cars doing their laps and hopefully get some good shots, get some good views. We're also going to have a look at the Porsche stand, as we've heard that Porsche has, you can go to the top of it without needing any form of special access or any form of VIP treatment. You can just walk up and have a look. So, and apparently there's a DJ, and more importantly, on a hot day like today, there's aircon, which is exactly what we need. There's some sort of event going on here. Oh, Wyatt, if it's Richard Hammond, what's he doing? Anyway, that's a face I was expecting to see at Goodwood. Richard Hammond. But it is one of the biggest car shows in the world, so of course one of the Top Gear and Grand Tour folk are here. Anyway, we're making our way over to the main event.
His designs are now, of course, working with Aston Martin on their 2026 Formula One car.
Yeah, and talking about cars which are developed with track in mind, we see the Praga Behemoth making a bit of a mess.
The Lamborghini Sesto Elemento, which is stealthily making its way up the hill, although when you hear it, there is nothing as stealth like it with a 5.2 litre V10. 1,000 brake horsepower, over 1,000 Newton meters of torque, getting up to speeds of over 217 miles per hour.
I've been so looking forward to seeing this car. I've read all about it, and now it's very close to the short bales, but you don't want to go there.
Anyway, some amazing cars we saw drive past there. Some great sounds, some great... just amazing being here. And also the weather just makes everyone in such good spirits, such good mood as well. So there's a bridge over here, I'm going to cross it, see what's happening. And because if I'm being honest, I don't know. So let's have a wee look. I think it's just going to see more of the event, because this place, you just can't get over of how big this whole event is. I mean, it is massive. I'm only here for the 2 days, but I think you need at least 4 to see any of it. So at the other side, it's just about the same thing again. So on the other side, there's fewer people, so suits me just fine because I'm not banging into anyone. I can kind of look around while still talking to you. But we'll have a look at the sculpture. Now this sculpture was made for Goodwood. Anyway, that's the end of the races for today, but there'll be more. It's Saturday, people are wanting to show off their cars and every opportunity they have, so there'll be more. But one thing I have noticed is a lack of Mazda 2s. Where are the Mazda 2s at? It's the best car ever made. There's none. My thinking is that they can't handle the power of a Mazda 2, so they decided to settle on maybe a Bugatti or a Koenigsegg. Because the people that buy Bugattis, I mean, I don't think they could handle the Mazda 2 style. They couldn't handle all that. Taking this opportunity when I can to film the actual runway. I mean, look at the tyre marks on here. There's just so much power. There's just so much power in these cars to leave marks on tarmac like that. tyre marks on the tarmac now make sense. I mean, you can still hear them now. There's still so many cars going. But I mean, you got all the F1 cars trying to heat up their tyres as much as possible. I mean, there's so much power behind those wheels. It does make sense how just the slightest movement can make the rubber burn. I mean, you can smell the rubber. You can actually smell it. There's just a constant waft of petrol and rubber everywhere. But as a car fan, that's the way I like it. That's the way I want to smell. So we're gonna have a look about, see what other stalls are going on. The Hyundai stall is meant to be quite a highlight, as you can get up right and close to the new, well, it's not a prototype because it's been out for a wee bit now, but you can get closer to the rally car they've got. I mean, I could spend hours here and not even scratch the surface of the events that's going on. Anyway, let's have a look at the Hyundai tent. I mean, that Hyundai is definitely an amazing car. Now we're on our way to have a look at the supercar paddock and see if we can get any good shots of any good cars. I mean, I really couldn't have picked a worse time to come to the supercar paddock. The whole place is shut off as they were just doing their races, well, doing their laps. So now I'll have to wait for all of them to get parked until I can see what's going on. As you can see, there are just tons and tons of cars. No idea how long it's going to take. I'm going to see if there's a way around them because I'm not waiting that long. I've got video to film. I've got you guys to show Goodwood. Oh, you're joking. You can't even walk all the way around. I literally am stuck here until all the cars have moved or cleared. Anyway, I'll see if I can get any good shots of the cars while I'm waiting. So as I said, the main task for today is to try and get to the Koenigsegg showroom, because if I'm being honest, yesterday I said I'd go and I let you guys down. I didn't even go. So today is the day I'm gonna go. I'm gonna see what's happening in Koenigsegg, because Koenigsegg is one of my favourite car companies. I mean, each car is built with such elegance, such precision, such attention to detail. That would be rude if I didn't even go, just to poke my nose and see what car they have on display. If I'm gonna guess, I think it's gonna be the four, well, it's not a four-door, but it's a four-seater car, the Gemera. I feel like I'm gonna have the Gemera there because it's the newest car. I believe all of them have sold out. But anyway, we're gonna go there, see what's happening, and see if we can get any good photos, any good shots. But I'm still waiting for all these cars to hurry up and park. It doesn't take that long. I feel like I'm at Tesco on a Sunday morning waiting for these cars to park. Except at Tesco, it's not McLarens and Ferraris. What you saw there, that was the classic car. That was the classic car section. But there's some F1 cars that are based in the Milan Grand Prix. That last car you saw, that was a Bugatti. It was built in 1920 something, and its last race was in the Milan Grand Prix. Well, it did race. It was one of these vintage events, and now it's here today. Over here we're in the Cartier car park, I suppose. There's just lots of the finest classic cars I've ever seen. Lovely classic Lamborghinis, beautiful Rolls-Royces with lovely fresh white wall tyres. Looks like we're entirely in a Bugatti Veyron section here. Oh my goodness, there's tons of them. It's like when you lift up a stone and you find tons of wee bugs and beasties under there. You walk 1 foot and then you see tons of Bugattis everywhere. See, I'm loving this because I'd say the Bugatti Veyron might actually be my top Bugatti. But there are plenty of ones that I like the EB110. That is another amazing car. I mean, they're just everywhere. You can really tell this is the Cartier section, as watch enthusiasts know that Cartier is one of the highest end watches on the market. So Cartier are known for their luxury, their elegance, and not leaving anything out. And well, I'm going to call it the Cartier car park really delivers on that. It really proves that there are some amazing cars. I mean, don't get me wrong, the whole of Goodwood is full of amazing cars, but all of the best ones are definitely in there. We're about to enter a Rolls-Royce courtyard. The Rolls-Royce factory is only a couple of miles from Goodwood, from the actual event. So the fact that these cars have made an appearance is pretty suiting. And also it just makes sense that Rolls-Royce are here. I mean, when you think of a luxury car, everyone comes to mind Rolls-Royce. Oh, there are some beautiful examples here. Oh wow. So this whole subsection of the Rolls-Royce display is dedicated to the 100 years of the Rolls-Royce Phantom. I mean, the Phantom is the classic Rolls-Royce. It's just beautiful, and no wonder it's lasted 100 years. It's one of the few neat, well, in my opinion, there's no such thing as a perfect car. But for me, the Rolls-Royce Phantom is definitely near perfect. But that's just because I haven't seen a perfect car in my life ever so far. So over here we have the Rolls-Royce Ghost Collection. Oh wow. Another beautiful car. It's just amazing the amount of just luxury that we've seen at Goodwood so far. And it's only 11:15. We've seen so much luxury so far. Anyway, that was just a wee snippet of the Rolex courtyard, which, I mean, it was amazing. I mean, there's just so much there. But definitely so far the highlight is the Cartier car park. But I shouldn't say that out loud, as there'll be some man in a suit somewhere that would rugby tackle me if I say the Cartier car park. Cartier spend millions of pounds just for it to be called a car park. I'm sure there's someone out there that is not pleased at all. Anyway, I can still hear the cars running out in the background. There's still a lot going on. And I won't let you down. I will go to the Koenigsegg tent today, I will.
That's where it was last year.
Now let's see what's going on over here. Seems to be a couple of crowds forming. So I followed some people down here and I have found the absolute motherload of classic cars. There are so many beautiful classics. Look, such as this lovely example of a classic Bentley. I mean, you don't, even at most car shows, you don't ever see cars like this. Absolute beautiful race classics. This lovely Alfa Romeo. What's this? This is some sort of Mercedes. Just holy moly. A 1911 Fiat S76. This car is about the same height as me. Oh my goodness. I know this car has some sort of nickname.
You're certainly right, Past Harvey. It does have a nickname, which is the Beast of Turin. Now, I wasn't kidding on by the size of this engine. It is 28.4 litres, which is insane. It can produce 2,700 newton meters of torque and 300 brake horsepower. Now, its top speed was recorded at 132 miles an hour in 1913 in Belgium, which is super fast for a car built in 1911. Like, you can't comprehend a car this size, this range to last this long. It is an amazing car, and I was very lucky to see it in person for myself.
What an amazing car that one there was. It's just staggering, the cars here. Cars that I'd never heard of until today. And people seem to be making, well, a Chevy Chevelle, some sort of NASCAR type car here. Love, oh wow. Anyway, we're gonna see how close we can get to some Ferraris, see if the Ferrari stand, because it's looking pretty good, but annoyingly it is looking quite exclusive, so I'll see how close I can get.
That was the red one that was pretty much alongside us when we went, and then just went
Right, okay, this time I promise I actually am going to go to the Koenigsegg tent. Well, maybe. I'm gonna wander down, I'm gonna see what the stalls I haven't seen, haven't filmed, or if there's anything else that's still worth filming. But of course, I mean, it's Goodwood. There's so much here. And I know when I get back, when the Saturday's over, I'm gonna be looking through, I'm gonna be editing it, and then I'm gonna find just in the corner of like a wee 5-second clip, I'm gonna find in the corner something I should have filmed, and then I'm gonna be sitting there quite very disappointed. Walking past the Cartier car park again, it's just, there are so many Bugattis. You see, after this weekend, I'm gonna end up becoming numb to Bugattis and supercars. You see, next time I see one, I'm just gonna have no reaction to it, because there are so many of them. There are supercars, hypercars, loud cars and fast cars are just everywhere. In fact, I'm going back in the Cartier car park. The place is outstanding, crawling with proper cars. In fact, looks like we have some sort of F1, classic F1. I don't know. Let's see if I can film it before it drives away. See, that's just the kind of stuff that's just everywhere in Goodwood. Like, I had no idea that's happening. It's not on any schedule, it's not on any map, it's just classic F1 car driving away. As you do, casual. Oh wow, there's so many classic. What is that? Is that? BMW Alpina in a lovely spec. I love how the purple and the gold contrast with each other, creating beautiful details around the whole thing. Got another classic BMW Alpina. This one's a lovely green. Could you call this a British racing green? A B7 turbo. 330 brake horsepower in this machine. Lovely. This car is given very much M1 and 7 Series vibes. I've got a classic Ford over here as well. And it's just a mix of everything. An original Ford Transit. Well, on the Friday we had a look at the 60 years of the Ford Transit stand, and they had the first one and they had the new one. So clearly Cartier are getting on the fact that the Ford Transit's 60 years old. I don't get the whole hype about it. I mean, it's just a van, but people like it, so let people like what they like. I still don't get it.
At this point, I had finally gotten to the end of the day where, just as you can see in the right corner of the screen, the Koenigsegg tent. I had finally made it to the place I said I'd go the whole video. This is inside the Koenigsegg tent. I wasn't allowed to film much audio there just because I was doing a lot of business deals. That is Christian von Koenigsegg himself behind that table. That's the Seda Spear, which they were doing a lot of promotion for since it's the new Jesko that they were doing. More shots of the inside, and there is the Jumeirah in person. It was insane to see that car next to me at that point. It was a beautiful car. You could feel the power every time they started it up for people doing a sales. And now I'm going to leave you as you'll see the final cars, the final points of the day, heading in for their time to go home.
So as my final day at Goodwood comes to a close, all I can say is just how great it was, how amazing the whole experience was. It was so good that I'm gonna come again. Next year I'm gonna come again. It was just so good. There was so much to see, and the sun was out as well, so that made everything just that much better. So Goodwood, you'll be seeing me again. Anyway, that's the end of today's video. See you in the next one.